Dear President, I would like to ask you to rise in order to greet Honorable Rector Mr. Miroslav Marino and the deans of the faculties at the University of Information Science and Technology. You may sit. Respected Rector Mr. Marino, respected Deans Ms. Rečko-Šikovska, Ms. Hadžieva, Mr. Kishore, Mr. Sunyak, respected Vice Dean of Faculty of Tourism and Hospitality, Ms. Bičevska, respected UIST professors, assistants, graduates, dear guests, welcome to the commencement of Graduates of University of Information Science and Technologies, St. Paul the Apostle Ohrid. I invite all to stand up for national, academic, and university anthems.
to słowo na grupie naszych svetach. Osvetli nas, rozsvetaj luka, a letko to srdce pokradi našich ruka. Bože, serca ti, i dasi vakun, i cijali son. Esto blanco vojna duša, neka plesne učiteljstvo sjajna elektron. Bože, serca ti, i dasi vakun, i cijali son. Esto blanco vojna duša, neka plesne učiteljstvo sjajna elektron.
You may sit. It is an honor to invite respected Professor Miroslav Marina, Rector of the University of Information Science and Technologies, to address the audience and to share part of his educational and professional experience. Welcome.
Okay, dear students, dear parents, this year I decided to give something different during the commencement exercise or graduation ceremony. And before I start, I would like to address something in Macedonian to the parents who are here. Štovani roditelji, najprv da vi čestitam za ovo golemo dostignuće na vaši temi. Najmili, kako što znate, službeniят език на университетът е английски на общо задоволство и бенефит на сите. Знаеме дека сите студенти што ќе завршат образование на английски вредат многу повеќе на пазарот на трудот и не се сомневам дека тоа ќе биде случај со сите што дипломираат. Така да уште еднаш да ви се заблагодарам што сте тука, да ви дадам позитивна енергија за поддршка, понатамошна поддршка на вашите деца, каде и да сакаат да продолжат да студираат, работат и што и да сакаат да продолжат да студираат, да работат. Ви честитам од се срце. Сега ќе продолжам презентацијата на англиски. Ова е презентација што сакав искрено да ја споделам како јас од моментот на дипломирањето, значи од моментот каде што нашите драги дипломци се сега, до моментот кај што ставам сега. Значи, тоа е една приказка, лична приказка, која што сакам само да ја споделам и можеби да ги мотивирам и да им дадам идеја на нашите дипломци како може да продолжат во живот. Значи, сега ќе требам на англиски. Okay, I'm going back to English. I would like to share my personal story, well, personal and professional. And it starts actually through these slides since the very moment you're standing in now, graduation day, and how it goes until the moment I'm standing at this place and this moment here. As you notice, I like to play with numbers, and since we are Information Science and Technology University, probably all of you notice that I use something funny for the year. So if someone asks you, what is your graduation year, you can say 6100010. That's 2018. And quickly, as I said in Macedonian, this presentation is about my true voyage, true trip. Just mentioning a couple of extraordinary events, wonderful places, people, and culture. And I would like to share also a few messages that you will remember. And the visual way is the best to remember. And of course, the goal is to motivate you, to find some inspiration to boost up your qualities and present them in a proper way. And absolutely, this is not about telling you what to do or teaching you what to do. Because you know, our university is probably the only one university, not only in the Republic of Macedonia, but also broader, that is not a classical university where teachers just talk in front of the table, but they exchange with the students. It's very interactive. You have that experience to share with your teachers. The groups are small. It's better to do that. So I don't want to teach you what to do. I don't want to brag myself. I don't need that. I just want to share this moments in the past. Actually, it's funny. These slides will show a story of 20 years. So I was standing in your place exactly 20 years ago. So if you want to write my number, you have to subtract number 20 in binary form. Okay. So my story starts here. Okay, not exactly here, but not far from here. Sofia, the University of Syrian Methodist. I was at the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Information Technology, that's how we call it now. At that time it was Faculty of Electrical Engineering, just as the topics. And yeah, I had like high GPA and kind of interest in diploma work, synchronization in the class, how to synchronize the class. And then at that time, it was not that easy in the 90s to travel around. First, there were not so many exchange programs. And then the trips, the flight tickets were not that inexpensive like today. So I managed to go into some nearby countries like the Technical University of Sofia for Mathematical Olympiad, some interesting seminar for students, for the best students in the National Technical University of Athens in Greece. And as a UIST student, I was in the University of Cairo in Egypt. And nowadays, I'm very happy to see that many of you went to plenty of exchanges. And I'm very happy that you use it a lot, these Erasmus possibilities. Now they call it Erasmus Plus. And I hear a lot of colorful and interesting stories. And that's one of the key things that you have to remember from this presentation. Please remember, mobility. Mobility is very important. So if you're not mobile, it's harder to achieve certain goals. If you're mobile, you will learn a lot of new things, both professionally and personally. And this was my world map at that time. So I visited only a few countries and say, okay, have to go further. So I went from, this is the building of the Faculty of Electrical Engineering in Skopje. I was heading to an interesting country in Europe, Switzerland, the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne. And it was actually opening a very, very big gate. We gave some scholarship to be there, and that's how I ended up in the country of chocolate, watches, skiing, banks, and cheese. So this is the logo of the Polytechnic School in Lausanne. It's nowadays stands one of the best engineering schools in Europe, but it doesn't matter the school, it matters what you do. So you are important. And these are the topics I was studying there. I was really working on the new technologies there that are now called 4G. At that time, we were still in between 2G and 3G for the mobile phones. And we're discussing about these multi-antenna principles. Instead of having one antenna to the device, you have plus than one, two, three, and more to achieve higher rates. It's getting more and more important. Now in 5G, it's the fifth generation that is coming. That's getting more interesting. But still, the frequencies are too low still to deploy to many antennas. There are new generations that are coming and new technologies. So for example, one of them is to transmit the data through light. And wireless, not through the optical cable. And that's something that you're going to hear in the following years. So this is the comparison of current wireless networks and the so-called Wi-Fi, the optical wireless. So it's much faster. The spectrum, the radio spectrum is so packed today that you cannot fit another technology, and it covers everything up to 300 gigahertz. The light is much beyond that. It's 10,000 times large. So it's a big opportunity. This is something interesting that I got as a result during my PhD thesis. I managed to get a mathematical closed formula for any multi-dimensional system in which you have more than one user. Any users in a system with one antenna, you can get some fundamental rates, and I managed to get some interesting results. I'll teach it later in Brazil this topic. And now from Switzerland, I moved to Finland to do part of my PhD, and it was nothing more, nothing less but Nokia Research, which at that time was the leading company for wireless communications. They were like so rich and doing cool stuff. So it was a nice journey, and it was actually also getting in touch with Finnish culture, which is very unusual. Like unusual language, people are very interesting, very smart, but very close. It was a very big pleasure to share experience there. At that time, it was 2003. This was my math. I graduated there, got my PhD, and I decided to go a little bit in a startup company. So this was a startup company that was doing cool technologies. I was director of research, and we were doing projects in which technology helps to sleep better, to reduce the stress, and then how to use the light to rest better. It was quite interesting experience. But at that moment, I got a lot of contacts to the European Space Agency, European Commission, Swiss National Science Foundation, and another agency that is giving funding for innovative projects. And then I went to a very exotic place in Switzerland. I was heading far away not only from Europe, but far away even from the US. It's a US territory, but far away from the US. It's the Hawaii Island, the state of Hawaii. I joined the University of Hawaii. That was another fellowship from the Swiss National Science Foundation. And it was a great experience because it's not only the nice environment, a very nice climate, and natural wonders like the volcanoes and beautiful landscape. But also I did a very fruitful work at the university, and I'm very happy. I learned a lot of new things from the Hawaiians. They're like very hospitable people, so they accept everyone, and then they have this saying about all nations is the humanity. And here I worked suddenly I start to work on different topics like so-called relay channels. I start to work topics in mathematics related to game theory, but also a lot of free time, a lot of pleasure life. I started to do the sports that are usual for their, for example, surfing. These are some pictures. I don't think you can, these days you can approach that much the volcano that is running into the ocean because it's too dangerous. You've seen it in the news. This is one of the highest mountains in the world. If you measure from the ocean floor, Mauna Kea, where they have the largest observatories. See the skies. This is a typical landscape of Hawaii. And this is Christmas time in Hawaii. That's kind of cool. And then next step was Norway. Are you kidding? From Hawaii to Norway. How come? So, yeah, I got some funding to go to University of Oslo, and it was again going to a very high standard and beautiful country with amazing people around. And there I learned a lot of things to be very, very efficient. So Norwegians are probably the most efficient nation in the world. And they are very united, they help each other a lot, and they're not cold people besides doing things. Here I continue to work on data security, which I still work now. Continue to work on game theory and green communication, which means like efficient communication. And wow, new country, new sports, cross-country skiing, very difficult for Norway. And they do have extremely unusual food. For example, this is the only country in the world where you can eat whale. So whale is illegal in another country, not in Norway. Food. These are the Viking walls that I learned there, and maybe it's a good point to share with you. So remember, be brave and aggressive. So being aggressive in a smart way, of course. Be prepared. Be a good merchant. Very important. And the last one, probably, the most important, keep the country in order. So you need to have clean mind and be tidy in your camp. Wow, a couple of pictures. This is the state border between Sweden and Norway. It's as simple as that. And then this is the sculpture park in Oslo. Crazy sculptures. It's one of the beautiful fjords. And one of the most breathtaking views in brightest of New York landscapes, in which you have these really vertical drops from the sea level up to almost 1,000 meters. And in Norway, I applied for a very, very prestigious fellowship called Marie Curie Fellowship under the framework program number 7 of the European Commission. And they're very generous. They give 250,000 euros just to me. I have to spend them 2 years in the United States, and the university was a very, very prestigious university, Princeton University. And then I had to come back to Switzerland. So at Princeton, I stayed 2 years where I worked on the topic proposed in my project. It was a very, very good experience to work in a very rich university with endowment of $20+ billion. And it's actually a small university, just 5,000 students, not so big, but it's very, very famous. And then since 2012, I'm here. I like this picture because I really like this university. I like my colleagues a lot. I like my students. I like this city of Ohrid. I'm from Skopje, but I love Ohrid. I love people from Ohrid. I'm putting a lot of energy to make this university become greater and greater, such that you are proud now to graduate, but tomorrow will be even prouder. And well, I like my favorite symbol, infinity. So sky is the limit. Don't put your limits. You have infinity. So now you know that we have 500 plus students, and this is interesting. We are very international. We have students from more than 50 countries. Not so many universities in this region can say that. It's very, very unique because I'm visiting a lot of universities around the world. And usually the rich countries can have students from 50 countries. Otherwise, in the region, they can have maximum 20 countries. And it's usually from the region. We are very proud to have, as we can see, students from all over the world. And I'm very, very happy about that. And I think all of us, we are. And now this is very important. This one, you should be proud because you contributed to this. All the students, parents as well, by supporting their kids, our deans and professors, and all our colleagues from the administration. So, at 2012, when I came, we were at 40 points out of 100, and we were ranked number 5 in the country. Now we are number 3, only Skopje and Štip are before us. And we have 95 points out of 100, which is pretty good. But we don't stop here. We still have to do better. And to achieve this, I think what you learn during your studies. Well, it's good to think within the box, but it's even better if you think outside the box. So please take this message. So the first one, mobility. The second, think a little bit outside the box. Well, I want to say that I've given lectures in a lot of countries, more than 20 countries. These are the most recent. And but universities, very, very prestigious universities. Like one of them is Lomonosov State, Moscow State University in Russia, or for example, University of Nara in Japan, or Hong Kong University of Science and Technology in Israel. So it's very important to be mobile and to promote yourself, your country, your university. So take this message as well. Be proud. You are from a small country, but brave and big in heart and mind. Be always proud of myself. And now, this is my map of listed countries. So it's quite interesting. And as you see, it's your professional experience brings you to enrich your personal experience. So try to not put limits yourself. This is one picture that I like to share with you. It's from July 2015. I was addressing at a session organized by the United Nations General Assembly. It was an invitation of the President of the General Assembly. And that time it was Mr. Samputesa from Uganda. And it was actually about inclusion of the society through academia. And I really spoke about our story. This speech is still on YouTube. You can see it, it's 5 minutes. I really like to say that the message that we come from a very small university, very small town, and very small country. But yet, as I said there, we are mini United Nations because we have a lot of students from various parts of the world. And this is a good story how the academia can do inclusion of a lot of people and promote a lot of diversity for everyone. And so have this in mind. Again, diversity is very important. And then comes one interesting topic that I like to mention. This is Claude Shannon, one of the most famous scientists, and a lot of credits about the digital world today. He really made a revolution in the 40s about how the information can be transmitted in an efficient way. And he promoted the science called information theory. And well, this is a good saying from him that you can remember. We know the past, but cannot control it. We control the future, but cannot know it. So please remember this. But as I always say in my address before, the good luck honors only the prepared mind. So you have to be prepared, like in order to have a good luck. In Macedonia, we translate it literally like the good luck follows the bravest, or the brave. And then in 2016, I got an initiative from the US to ask the Macedonian Post to issue a stamp of Claude Shannon. So you can see the year is 2016. And it was really cool. The Macedonian Post issued this stamp of Claude Shannon. And nothing to be like so strange. It was not this letter that is available online on Wikipedia, where 1,000 professors from the US, a lot of deans, a lot of presidents of universities, and these are the three persons that were leading the initiative. President Coleman from the University of Michigan, President Rafe of MIT, and President Rittenhouse of Bellas. They were leading the initiative and asked the US Postal Service to print the same stamp, to issue a stamp in memory of Claude Shannon, and they didn't succeed. So it was only Macedonia in the whole world that issued this stamp, and our university was initiating that. So it's a proof how you are never small. You just have to break the limits. Right? And we are very proud of this. You can see it. It's online. Mentioned Wikipedia. It's a fantastic story for us. So I give this stamp now as a present to many universities that I visit, or if some universities come, I give it to rectors or the vice rectors. So memory. Okay. International cooperation. You notice through your Erasmus, you know we have a very nice web page with all the flags where we can see all the universities. We put a lot of stress on international cooperation. This was 2 years ago in central province of China called Gansu in a city Lanzhou, which probably nobody heard, but the city is 3.5 million people. And we signed an agreement that allowed us to open a Chinese center here, and the big delegation of the province came, the vice governor of the province came 1 month later. And it was wonderful, and we're still having projects with them. This is a snapshot from the webpage. These are the countries we have signed agreements, like universities from these countries. See, very powerful. So there are no limits. So we have like countries from very far, from Bhutan or Myanmar, I don't know, Hong Kong. It's very, very diverse, and it's more than 80 countries. More precisely, in this picture, there are 81 countries. So it's quite impressive how we are small, but we don't stop. And then projects. This is very important. When I came here, 2012, I said the university should really focus on research, should bring external projects. And now, 6 years later, we are very, very doing very well with projects. So the latest success came. I'm very proud to say this. It's a big achievement to get Horizon 2020 project. It's one of the rare universities that you can get in the region. And I don't put it too much in the media because they're going to enjoy it. It's actually on a very, very interesting topic nowadays. It's related to social media and the blockchain. So you've heard all of you about blockchain and Bitcoin. So it's very, very innovative, and we're going to work on it in the following years. These are the topics that can maybe give you an idea on what to work. As I said, blockchain is very, very popular. The next generation of Industry 4 is where the autonomous machines are coming, autonomous vehicles, physical web, the web that is interacting with the physical environment, 5G, of course, and all the other generations. People start talking about 6G. Wi-Fi, I told you this wireless optical. Big and open data. Data is everywhere. We have to process it. And many of you will jump into processing that data. And all type of these smart environments, smart cities, smart hospitals, smart universities, smart factories. Well, this is one snapshot from the talk I gave at the President's School for Young Leaders. So this is all the words meaning leaders in various languages. And I really like all of you to be leaders. So, as someone said, good leaders produce leaders. They don't lead, but just produce other leaders. And with this, I would like to say, use our motto, log into your future, always. And this is one of the pictures from the previous year, which I'm pretty sure in a couple of moments will have similar picture. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this informational talk, Mr. Marina. Now, I want to say a little introduction for the professor who is going to speak next. Last time when I saw him on this topic, he gave very motivational speech to the freshmen. I would like to invite Professor Kishore for one more inspirational talk. Professor at UIST since 2016.
Thank you for the introduction about me. So, Honorable Rector, respected professors, my dear colleagues, and my dear students. I express my greetings to all. I welcome each and everyone to this beautiful occasion of the graduation ceremony for the year 2018 and 19. I am much delighted and I feel very proud to be the part of this ceremony today. And I would like to introduce that I came from a beautiful country, India, where we can find rich culture and traditions. And I landed here in the year 2016. And I have seen the students, the country, beautiful country of Macedonia. So I was surprised, and I was never looking into this. I had a lot of imagination before coming. But when I landed here, I would say that I can find some similarities between India and the beautiful orbit of Macedonia. It's about the people, it's about the culture, it's about the tradition. Everything has a unique features that combine these two countries. So I am very much happy to be here and be a part of this university, UIST. To my viewpoint, I see the students as one of the major inspiration for the teachers like this. Because I still find some similarity between the students and beautiful outdoor play. What is that? When I look into the lake, or when I look into you, I see myself. I'm seeing myself. So your victories, your success stories are going to be the rewards for the teachers like us. So you are in a beautiful place, you're in a beautiful institution, and you are successful, and you are made it, and the students are made us happy. So you are going to fly with your flying colors to the future. That is going to make us more happy. So this UIST has been a beautiful platform for creating great engineers, scientists, and teachers. So I would like to express my thanks to our honorable lecturer for providing us a beautiful opportunity to serve this university. Okay, so he has come up with a lot of good ideas in academic and research, and that make things happen. So I will take a few minutes by telling a small story to the students who are going to keeping the next step in the future. So this story is about a cockroach. So I don't know whether you had heard this story before. It's a story that's being told by a person who I respect more. His name is Sundar Pichai. So he is the CEO of Google, and he is from my place, India. So the story is like this. In a restaurant, there is a group of people together, and suddenly a cockroach fly and it sat on a lady. So you know what happens. The lady started jumping and she was panicked, and she made the whole group panic because of her dramatic behavior, because of this cockroach. So what happened? She somehow managed to push the cockroach out from her body, and it went to the next lady. So what did she do? She did the same thing. She created the same dramatic scene that she was jumping and she made all panic. So somebody should come for the rescue now. So the waiter came inside for the rescue. And he was trying to help them, and the cockroach did not leave the waiter too. The cockroach jumped into the waiter now. So what he did? He was very cool. He was just looking to the cockroach, which was on his shirt. He was watching. He was observing the movement of the cockroach. Okay? Then he grabbed the cockroach very politely and just threw it out of the restaurant. So the point is the cockroach responsible for this chaotic situation? Or the ladies? So the moral of the story is that it's the reaction that's going to create the chaotic situation. It's not the cockroach. It's not about the cockroach. Okay? So I would like to share this story with the students to say that in your future, you're going to face a lot of hurdles, your path is not going to be smooth all the time. You have to face a lot of hurdles. So the reaction that you show to this situation is going to create victories for you, successful. Okay? So that's my point, that I express my wishes to each and everyone, and I want you guys to be more cool and look into the situation and just react, and then you're going to have the success. Okay? So don't get panicked or don't get disturbed by the shoutings of your teachers or your parents or the traffic jam you have in your life, they are not going to disturb you because your reaction is going to control them, and you're going to win in the future. Okay, so I would like to conclude my words by saying that take risk in your life. You can take risk in your life. If you win, you're going to lead. If you fail, you're going to die. So you are the winner anyway. So I wish all the best for the students who are going to have a bright future. So thank you all the best. Lagadaram, ciao.
Thank you, Professor Kishore. It was quite inspiriting. Now I would like to invite ambitious Miss Adisa Igbushevska, smart girl that increases the average of girls in science, a graduate on Tripoli, one of the 3 best students in the nation.
Good afternoon, dear graduates, parents, esteemed faculty and administration. My name is Adisa and I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. 4 or 5 years ago, we walked into the building of this university with many hopes and thoughts about this day. For all of us, today is a big day, a step in what real life is. The first and probably the easiest one in defining our personality. Education is like a journey. We know the destination and the path, but we can't predict the stones on that way. Everyone has his own path, so we can't step in the same footprint twice. According to that, I will speak in my own experience. I realized that the goals I made by myself are the ones who lead me to the right path. So, do not make your goal to be the best. Best is a label. Be better, because better is more personal. Be a better version of yourself each and every day. Einstein said, education is what remains after one has forgotten everything he learned in school. So I totally agree. Keep your focus on real values, knowledge, and you will never regret. Dream and dare. Don't be afraid of your aspirations. Now, when we unlock the door of our future, don't be afraid to open it and see the light behind it. For the end, I would like to share my honest and high esteem to all professors who helped me to be a person I am today. Thank you to my family, my friends, and all people who never thought about my success. Many more to come. I hope we'll meet again in different occasions and roles. Good luck, all of you, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Adisa. You bring tears to me too. Congratulations. Now I would like to invite Ms. Jovan Petkoski with an average grade 987, one of the best graduates and awarded with a study trip to the Chinese mobile company Huawei. You are welcome to this.
Dear professors, staff members, parents, graduating students, and guests, I feel honored to speak here and to share the intensity of emotions during this together. Graduates, this celebration is product of our commitment, determination, and hard work during the last 5 years. Our journey began with the very first English entrance exam, through the first academic class in 2013, and many sleepless nights studying for exams. The knowledge we gain here is a solid starting point for new achievements, and at least to make us able to cope with the confusion and frustration that will eventually come in the workplace, to manage relationships with co-workers, managers, and external clients. Thanks to the Erasmus Partnership Agreement, me and several other colleagues were able to spend a semester in Timișoara, Romania.
It was a unique opportunity to improve my English writing and speaking skills, to compare the hard education systems, and to experience a foreign culture. I was also lucky enough to be awarded a study trip to the Chinese mobile giant Huawei in facilities in Beijing and Shenzhen as part of their Seeds for the Future program. I saw and visited places that I only dreamed of before, took calligraphy lessons, and overall, I had an unforgettable time there. Learning doesn't stop here, especially in the IT sector where things evolve exponentially. In fact, learning is a lifelong endeavor, an intellectual growth way beyond university. So make time to read books, watch and go to conferences, take risks, set goals, and get an advanced education by enrolling to master studies. Interact with others in and outside your profession with purpose to share ideas, experience, and critical thinking. Most importantly, enjoy while doing that. Believe in yourself and let success make the noise. Thanks and congratulations to the class of 2013.
Numan, I'm sure that some of your professors and assistants would like lessons of choreography. I would like to invite now two students from music school Method Department in Ohrid, duo guitars Evgenia Pipovska and Stefan Petreski, to enrich the ceremony with their musical performance. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite again respected Rector Marina to award diplomas to the graduates. When you hear your name, you are welcome to come here. For this occasion, I will read the names of all graduates. I will invite Oldrina Gioski to come to take his diploma. Adisa Ibušovska. Aleksandra Lekovska. Vladica Pavleska. Jasmina Miloševska. Svetlana Đoleva. Stankovski Pavel. Ver Kilhan. Stefan Grušica. Burčo Denkten. Blevi Shakiri. Mevloe Minoska. Mausha Rasangini. Tupsime Kondo. Antonio Nikolovski. Jovan Petkovski. Berat Ayredini. Emil Bak. Irena Stepanovska, Elena Matovska, Monika Papa, Benjamin Darkvanimo, Azem Bauta, Andrijana Šarkovska, Katerina Markovska, Albuen Fej, Memerise Nagoh, Filip Elijevski, Mohamed Sami, Benjamin Adzorlor, Osaiber Destiny Aibedian, Filip Popovski, Kevin Kalamata, Petre Petreski, Antonio Dimoski, Aleksandra Gelevska, Miki Taneski, Valentin Rispetski, Fidelcia Estiba, Julia Kiroska, Peter Rosifeso, Christian Kalamata, Darko Avramovski, Marija Mitreska, Stefan Pavitjević, Aleksandra Markovska, Danica Georgijevska, Filip Volčevski, Marija Ristanović, Pamela Mason, Mihail Taju, Tatjana Filipovska.